All right, I'd like to, what's next on the agenda? Recognize, I was kind of waiting a minute to see if Coretta made it, but she didn't, our retiring members. So Walter, would you come up? Come on up here, sir. Yeah. I can't say enough about Walter, except that we have decided to make him Vestry Emeritus and require his attendance at all parties, functions, and retreats.
I'll be glad to come.
His wisdom, his just very calming presence helps things immensely in the meetings, and when he speaks, it is important, and you need to listen. He's been great to have on, and I do have a gift for you. I don't have it in hand, but it will be, you'll know it when you see it.
Okay.
But thank you so much for everything, and thank you for your ministry here. Anything you want to say to the crowd?
Well, I hadn't planned anything, but I came to St. John's in 2016. 3 months later, Father Kevin asked me if I'd be on the vestry. I said, I've never been on the vestry. Well, I don't know. I don't know anybody here. What do you do? But I came to the vestry, and 3 years, I've learned a lot, and I've gotten to know a lot of people. I've got to know the workings of the church. I've got to know not only here, but the Episcopal Church nationwide and worldwide. Most importantly, I think, I've met people, I've worked with people, and I have treasured those memories probably more than anything else. Thank you all very much.
Thank you. All right.
Thank you.
Gotcha. All right. Now, you might be asking, why is there only 2 people who I called up here? And that is because 2 of the people that were elected today were already on vestry. So we're not saying goodbye to them. We're just saying back to work. They're Greg Deal and Linda Cardillo, who both fulfilled unexpired terms and thereby were eligible for election to a regular 3-year term. So they both said yes. At least that's what we told them they said. And so they're back. So next year, unless we have another person leave mid-year, we'll have a full election of 4 people, and we will be saying goodbye to 4 people. Generally, I wait till after the vestry retreat to announce my pick for senior warden. That would just be silly because you all know who it is. You all know that there isn't really another choice. You all know that against my better judgment, the first time 4 years ago, 3 years ago, whenever that was, and I was praying it through because I didn't have an idea of who to ask. And I had this grumpy guy on vestry who did not want to go to vestry retreat and didn't want to do anything and was just giving me a hard time. But I thought, okay, well, it can't be him, of course. And then when I prayed, I said, Lord, I don't know who to pick for senior warden. You gotta lay this out for me. And dang, if I didn't hear the words, Don Fisher. I said, is this thing on? So I gave it another day, and I got up next morning, went in my little prayer cell, spent some time, got real quiet, and I said, all right, Lord, really, seriously, who do you want for senior warden? Don Fisher, dummy, I told you once. He doesn't usually get that mean with me unless I'm being stupid, and I was. It has been a great, great partnership because if you don't trust me, you'll trust him, and if you don't trust him, you'll trust me. Because we're about the other end of the pole of just about anything, but at the same time, I have found that this is a man who loves the Lord and loves St. John Divine with all his heart. Anything you want to say?
I'll cover. Thank you very much, Father. It's been a pleasure working with him, Father Lee, in the last 6-7 months with our new young father, grandfather. I am to him because he's younger than my youngest son. Father Kevin is younger than my oldest son. So, but what makes it these three gentlemen that are leading us is that we're getting a real perspective of the age of where we're at. When I say age, I mean the full spectrum of change. If you have an opportunity to work with these gentlemen, you will know not only how much they believe in God, but how well they work with people. And all I can say to you is it's a pleasure to work with them, to serve on the vestry, and to work for you folks. He ain't going to be able to do this again because this coming year is my last year that I'm eligible. So I think he's going to work me, but that's fine. Because I can only do so much in 12 months like everybody else. But thank you very much for respecting my ability to help you out. Well, I got this. Thank you. While I have the mic in my hand, I'm not going to read my report that's in your write-up. I'd like you to read it. All I want to do is add a couple comments to it that are not that detailed, because part of my job is as senior warden is to get the rest of the people in the vestry to do their jobs. The junior warden's got enough to do, so I don't have to get after him, but the rest of the folks, especially the new ones, try to get them involved as quick as we can. The things that I've been trying to push over the last few years, I don't think I need to overemphasize to you from the standpoint of as we grow, we've got to have good data, good information on everybody. I keep pressing on that. If you don't have church life, an example is that when I sent out an email a couple of days ago about this meeting, I got the wrong time for the meeting, but yet if you looked at the calendar, it states right in the calendar 5 o'clock for dinner and 6:30 for the meeting. But in the memo I sent out, it was 7. Now I've got a couple folks here that are sitting here that remind me periodically, and I would love it if everybody would do it. When I do get something wrong in there, they're ready to jab me because they love to do that. Secondly, every time I put something, because it's part of maintaining the calendar, I put something on the marquee. Nobody makes a comment unless I misspell a word. Yeah. Then everybody seems to read it, but I don't know whether they're reading the ones when I do spell things right. But it's very helpful, and I appreciate it, believe me. Correct my spelling, correct my times, so that everybody who doesn't come to everything, other than you folks, will know what time and what we're doing. Because besides the media, we are adding on in the communications area with the help of Father David to improve all our communications. I think we're doing somewhat better, but we got a long ways to go. So anything you can do, any ideas you have, we certainly would appreciate it. With that said, I want to keep in mind we need a lot of help starting Monday for the rummage sale. Men and women set up as Monday morning, clean out the pod to bring in here. The rest of the time, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, setting up and pricing. Friday and Saturday, and at 12 o'clock Saturday afternoon, we need all the help we can get this place back in order. Secondly, if you don't have church life on your phone, please let me know, and we'll get it put on your phone so you can keep track of the folks, the calendar, and the other thing is you can also give your weekly, monthly, or quarterly giving can be done right from your phone. And again, thank you, and let's have a great 2020.